Shalom. This is the elders of GMS Open Forum, and pretty much I'm here with the elder in the studio with Elder Ramlab here next to me. Elder Gabar is in the studio. Elder Tahar is on the camera as well in the studio. And pretty much, man, you know, this is an open forum and we're just going to go in the spirit. But you know us, we got a lot to talk about. And we were just sitting here a little while ago watching something on the video, and you already know the hot topic of the month or of the year is this nigga Nate. Just in the video, where this guy Nate, he had his so-called Feast of Tabernacles with him and his minions. Okay, them zombies out there in the woods, out there in the mountains, or wherever they was, out there in the woods, calling themselves keeping the Feast of the Tabernacles, right? Now, we're going to go into this. We're going to go into it, man. Number one, we were watching the video on Elder Tahar and brothers made the statement. You didn't see no women. You was out there. You had the so-called brothers in your congregation out there. You had the kids out there, the young boys out there and stuff like that. Where were your women, man? Where was the women, man? Now, according to the scriptures, though, your whole household is supposed to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. So how come your women wasn't out there? Where was your wife? Your loving wife, Nate? Where was she at, man? Like I said, all the time, with that white mink coat to keep her warm while she was out in the woods. Because I know it gets cold in the woods at night, and you guys are like a bunch of amateurs too, man. Okay, you out there in the woods, man, you don't know nothing about no being. You guys couldn't even take down that little Walmart tents that you had, man. Okay, taking down the tent, looking like, man, you guys are full of shit, man. You out there, yeah, really had a good time. Yeah,
you don't do it to have a good time.
That's right.
Do it because the Lord said do it.
And there was a way of humbling. When you live in the... I'm sorry.
No, I was going to echo what you said. It's a feast of humbling.
That's right. Because that was the whole purpose of leaving your homes that you had. Because Israel, at one point, Israel, at different points in history, there were points where Israel was in slavery. Right? But then the Lord, with the Most High, would deliver Israel from the slavery, and anytime we came out of that slavery, we would kind of start doing good. Because when we would come out of slavery, the Lord would raise Israel up, and we would come into a position of rulership. Case in point, when the kings of Israel came along during the period of the kings of Israel, starting off with Saul, and then going into David and Solomon, and then after Solomon, there were other kings, right, that came up into Israel. That's why in the Bible you got a book called the Book of Kings, right? You had different so-called kings that sat up in the rulership of Israel. Even when the tribes split, and when the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom split, they set up their own kings. So a king, when you're ruling, that means you're in a position of rulership, or you're doing kind of good. That's the word I was looking for, prosperity. So when these laws will set up the Feast of Tabernacles, the tabernacle is really like a tent, which this dumb-ass nigga Nate, okay, you right on that. A tabernacle really, the tabernacle that you set up was like little tents or teepees. That's how you know that the Native Americans are Israelites, because Gad and Reuben and all of us, we lived in little huts, well, some tribes call them huts. I know amongst my tribe, Reuben, the Seminole, we lived in what was called cheeky huts, right? Like little huts made out of palm trees and the bamboo on stilts. The Gadites out west, they lived in teepees, which is nothing but a big, large tent made out of buffalo hide, because it would keep you warm, but that proved that they were Israelites. But back in ancient Israel, we had like homes, nice homes, or some brothers or people might have had a castle.
Yep.
Okay? The king himself lived in a castle probably, or a nice, big, large house with all the furnishings and stuff like that. So when the Feast of Tabernacle came around, even if you was the king, man, King Solomon and all his glory and splendor, when the Feast of Tabernacles time came around, Solomon had to leave his castle and all that splendor and gold, and he had to go live in a tent, man. So you right on that, Nate, you right. Right? Israel did that. They went out into the woods and they dwelt in tents. So I ain't saying you ain't going off on that aspect, but you're phony, man. Going like all the time. The only reason you doing what you're doing is that was nothing but a spectacle, man. competition thing with us. But we ain't doing all that shit. We just, like Elder Talal kept saying all day yesterday, we just teaching the word, man. All we doing is we just teaching, man. We ain't doing all this fantastical shit, man. The theatrics.
Because if you need that, then really you're not looking for the word of the Lord.
That's right.
Because the word of the Lord don't have all that fluffiness, you know? The word of the Lord is straight and direct. So if you're looking for all that liturgy and the way brothers march and the way they dress all in unison, you know, and the way they go out to the woods, then really you're looking for to have a good time. You're looking for a party, man. You ain't looking for the truth. The truth is just straight and to the point.
That's right. I got a scripture for you. This is the book of 1 Corinthians 5, 7, and 8. It says, "Purge out therefore the old leaven,
Right.
that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened."
Right, because all that stuff is just leaven. It's just fluff, you know? I mean, what you do, when you put a little leaven in something, it makes the whole dough rise, right? That's what that is. All that stuff that you're doing, Nate, is all leaven. You know, and it just, well, all this is just, it's a big, like a marshmallow or a big balloon.
Yeah. Hold on, what's that cake? There's a particular cake that you bake in the oven, and they say when you're cooking it, you can't have noise because it fluffs up.
That's pretty much all cakes.
Yeah, all cakes.
Yeah.
If you make
So that's 11. Yeah, to make it. If you open the oven and bang it, it'll go back down. That's 11. That's 11. Yeah.
And leaven, when you think about it, leaven is no damn good for you no way, man.
It's bad for you.
It's bad for you. Leaven, all that fluff and all that bread is nothing but garbage that destroys your body, man. Now in the ancient world, real bread is good for you, man. Fiber.
Well, Israel had regular bread that they put leaven in there to make it rise, and the reason why the Lord instructed them during the Passover to not put leaven in because they were eating on the run.
Yeah.
They were escaping from the clutches of Pharaoh. You know.
That's right.
That's why it said in the Passover when you eat, it said, the men have their shoes on their feet and their staff in their hands and eat the Passover with haste because the death angel was coming, you know?
Yeah. That's right. So you had, now, Nate, and we've seen, he's recorded some of his past, well, not just Nate, and all, General Yohana, all these other guys that they had their Passover and they filmed the Passover. Really, you shouldn't even be filming the Passover, man. That ain't no goddamn banquet or the ball. Cinderella's ball. Right. You got your women up in there dressed up like it's Cinderella's ball, man.
Well, that's like the wicked Pharisees and Sadducees. And the scriptures say they did their works to be seen of men. But I'm going to finish the scripture here. It says, 1 Corinthians 5 and 7, "Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Yahushua our Passover is sacrificed for us. Therefore, let us keep the feast," which this is a feast, "not with old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness." Which, Nate, you still hold malice and wickedness in your heart, man. Beginning with Elder Tahar, you hold malice for him and all the way down, you know? Malice and wickedness. And even Elder Rakar, you held malice and wickedness, you still hold malice and wickedness for him, even though when you met him, you put that Hollywood production.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
That's why, that's one of the reasons why that brother down there in Atlanta left you, man. And you know what? Hey, we all looked at the video. We're still looking at it. And the brother did a good thing. I mean, it's a sad thing that he left. You know, I wish he would have had to work it out with y'all, you know? And we're not gloating over the fact that he left and he made a video and he bigged us up. You know, it's kind of a sad situation, man. You know? But the brother, we salute the brother, and the brother can do whatever he want to do. If he want to do what he, go out there and teach, he can teach on his own, or he can get with us. He can get with the Atlanta brothers, GMS Atlanta, and get with them. I mean, he has an open communication with us, man. But we're not gloating over the fact that the brother left you, man. Okay?